नमस्कार। मैं सुरेंद्र कौल कश्मीर उत्सव के आज के उद्घाटन समारोह में सभी दर्शकों का हार्दिक स्वागत करता हूं। कश्मीर उत्सव एक माह का कार्यक्रम है जो कि आज दिनांक दिसंबर 19, 2020 से लेकर जनवरी 20, 2021 तक प्रतिदिन सायं 8 बजे इंडियन स्टैंडर्ड टाइम को प्रसारित होगा। ये कार्यक्रम ग्लोबल कश्मीरी पंडित डायस्पोरा एवं आई एम बुद्धा फाउंडेशन के तत्वाधान में प्रस्तुत किया जा रहा है और इसका प्रसारण आई एम बुद्धा यूट्यूब चैनल, आई एम बुद्धा फेसबुक पेज और आई एम बुद्धा के इंस्टाग्राम पेज पे लाइव प्रसारण किया जाएगा। मुझे इस बात की अत्यंत खुशी हो रही है कि आज के इस उद्घाटन समारोह में हमारी बहन केंद्रीय मंत्री महिला एवं बाल विकास और वस्त्र मंत्रालय माननीय श्रीमती स्मृति ईरानी जी मुख्य अतिथि के रूप में उपस्थित हैं। माननीय डॉक्टर विजय चौथाईवाले जी अध्यक्ष विदेश विभाग भारतीय जनता पार्टी आज के इस कार्यक्रम में विशिष्ट अतिथि के रूप में उपस्थित हैं और आदरणीय विवेक तनखा जी जो कि हमारे ही समाज के हैं और वर्तमान में संसद सदस्य राज्यसभा हैं, आज के इस कार्यक्रम में विशेष अतिथि के रूप में उपस्थित हैं। मैं ग्लोबल कश्मीरी पंडित डायस्पोरा की ओर से और पूरे समस्त कश्मीरी हिंदू समुदाय की ओर से अपने अतिथियों का हार्दिक स्वागत करता हूं और कोटि कोटि धन्यवाद देता हूं कि उन्होंने अपना बहुमूल्य समय निकाल के हमारे बीच कुछ समय निकाला। आज के इस कार्यक्रम में ग्लोबल कश्मीरी पंडित डायस्पोरा के इंडिया कोऑर्डिनेटर श्री उत्पल कौल जी, ग्लोबल कश्मीरी पंडित डायस्पोरा के इंटरनेशनल कोऑर्डिनेटर्स श्रीमती नीरजा कौल साधु जी और वीर खर जी और जम्मू कश्मीर विचार मंच के पूर्व अध्यक्ष संजय गंजू जी भी उपस्थित हैं। कश्मीर उत्सव मनाने का उद्देश्य क्या है? जैसे आप सबको मालूम है कि कश्मीर को क्रैडल ऑफ इंडियन सिविलाइजेशन भी कहा जाता है, जहां शारदा देश में उनकी सभ्यता, संस्कृति, उसका वैभव, उसका योगदान और उसकी प्रतिभा पूरे देशवासियों के सामने अभी पूरा ज्ञान नहीं है और इस उत्सव के माध्यम से हमारी कोशिश रहेगी कि लोगों तक भारतवर्ष में ही नहीं बल्कि विश्व भर में इन सभी चीजों का ज्ञान सामने रखें। इसका उद्देश्य ये भी है कि जैसे आपको ज्ञात होगा कि 1990 में कश्मीरी हिंदू समुदाय एक नरसंहार एवं निर्वासन का शिकार बना अपनी आस्था की वजह से और हर एक समुदाय के व्यक्ति ने, हर एक समुदाय के परिवार ने बहुत कष्ट झेले, पर इस समुदाय ने अपने दृढ़ता और विश्वास को खोया नहीं और आज 30 वर्ष के पश्चात ये समुदाय अपने पैरों पे खड़े होके पूरे मानवता की सेवा में उत्कृष्ट योगदान दे रहा है, केवल भारतवर्ष में ही नहीं बल्कि अंतर्राष्ट्रीय लेवल पर। इससे हम ये भी जताना चाहते हैं कि जो स्क्रिप्ट 1990 वर्ष में जो इस संस्कृति को नष्ट करने का एक अटेम्प्ट हुआ था, एक स्क्रिप्ट लिखा गया था, उनको ये संदेश भी देना चाहते हैं कि जो आपने ये स्क्रिप्ट लिखा उसमें आप पूरी तरह से नाकाम रहे। हमारे इस नरसंहार एवं निर्वासन की यात्रा में कई गणमान्य व्यक्तियों का हमें साथ मिला, जिसमें प्रमुखता से आदरणीय बाला साहब ठाकरे जी, जिन्होंने काफी सहयोग दिया कि समुदाय के बच्चों को के शिक्षा पे इससे असर ना पड़े। उसके लिए हम समुदाय की तरफ से उनका धन्यवाद देते हैं और ईश्वर से प्रार्थना करते हैं कि उनकी आत्मा को शांति प्रदान करे। और भी भूतपूर्व प्रधानमंत्री आई.के. गुजराल साहब ने अपने प्रधानमंत्री पद पे रहते हुए एक स्टेटमेंट दिया, जिसका मैं उल्लेख करना चाहता हूं कि कश्मीरी हिंदू समुदाय के साथ जो हुआ और उसके लिए अगर भारतीय कोष से एक एक पैसा भी देना पड़े, वो भी उनके लिए कम रहेगा। इसी प्रकार हमारे भूतपूर्व प्रधानमंत्री दिवंगत अटल बिहारी वाजपेयी जी और लाल कृष्ण आडवाणी जी, जब वो डिप्टी प्राइम मिनिस्टर थे, एक काफी अवेयरनेस हमारे समाज के बारे में आई और काफी हद तक सहायता देने का प्रोग्राम्स बने, जिसमें शिक्षा के ऊपर, उच्च शिक्षा के ऊपर काफी हेल्प मिला। उसके लिए हमारी समाज की तरफ से कोटि कोटि धन्यवाद। इसी प्रकार से भारत के भूतपूर्व प्रधानमंत्री और वर्तमान में राज्यसभा के संसद सदस्य डॉक्टर मनमोहन सिंह जी, उनका काफी सहयोग मिला हमारे समुदाय को। और जो प्राइम मिनिस्टर्स एम्प्लॉयमेंट पैकेज और जगती टाउनशिप बिल्ड हुआ, उसके लिए भी हम हमारे समुदाय की तरफ से धन्यवाद देते हैं। और वर्तमान में हमारे यशस्वी प्रधानमंत्री श्रीमान नरेंद्र मोदी जी और अमित शाह जी ने ऐसे डिसीजंस लिए, जैसे कि एब्रोगेशन ऑफ आर्टिकल 370 और 35A, उससे पूरे कश्मीर की दिशा एवं दशा बदल जाएगी और समाज के सभी वर्गों को इसका लाभ अवश्य मिलेगा। और हमें पूरा यकीन है कि हमारे समुदाय का फिर से वो संस्कृति की रचना कश्मीर में करने का, फिर से अपने आप को घर वापस जाने का पूरा सपना जल्दी साकार हो जाएगा। एक हमारा समुदाय जब रातों रात सड़कों पे आ गया, तो बड़ा मुश्किल लग रहा था कि आगे क्या होगा। उस समय राष्ट्रीय स्वयंसेवक संघ ने एक बहुत ही अच्छी भूमिका की है, जिसकी वजह से मैं अपने समुदाय की तरफ से उनका भी धन्यवाद देता हूं। इस बारे में एक उल्लेख करना चाहता हूं, एक मेरी पर्सनल भेंट जो 1990 में तत्कालीन सरसंघ चालक बाला साहब देवरस जी के साथ मेरी पर्सनल भेंट हुई। उस दिन जब मेरी भेंट हुई, बाला साहब देवरस जी जम्मू के दौरे पे गए थे, खास तौर पे ये देखने के लिए कि कश्मीरी हिंदू समुदाय का हाल क्या है, क्या हो रहा है। और कुछ दिनों के बाद जब वो वापस लौटे और लौटने के पश्चात ही मेरी भेंट हुई, और जो हमारी उनसे बातचीत हुई और जो भावुक वो हुए, वो उसका उल्लेख मैं इस कार्यक्रम में नहीं कर पाऊंगा। तो राष्ट्रीय स्वयंसेवक संघ को भी हमारी समुदाय की तरफ से कोटि कोटि धन्यवाद। हमारे इस यात्रा में हमारे ही अपने मेन स्ट्रीम ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस ने भी बहुत ही उल्लेखनीय कार्य किए, क्योंकि संघर्ष का दौर था। तो इसमें प्रमुखता से ऑल स्टेट कश्मीरी पंडित कॉन्फ्रेंस, ऑल इंडिया कश्मीरी समाज, जम्मू कश्मीर विचार मंच, कश्मीरी समिति दिल्ली, कश्मीरी पंडित सभा जम्मू, यूथ ऑल इंडिया कश्मीरी समाज, इन्होंने एक उल्लेखनीय काम किया। पनून कश्मीर ने भी हमारे संघर्ष में एक बहुत ही महत्वपूर्ण भूमिका अदा करी। इसी तरह से पीएम भट्ट मेमोरियल ट्रस्ट, जिन्होंने मंदिरों पे और श्राइन्स पे काम किया, उसका सर्वे किया, वो भी बहुत ही उल्लेखनीय है। इसी संदर्भ में KMECT, जो कि हमारे समुदाय के लोग जो कि बीमारियों की वजह से खर्चा नहीं उठा पाते हैं, उनके लिए मेडिकल का व्यवस्था करना KMECT द्वारा किया गया। हेल्पलाइन ह्यूमैनिटी, जो कि जगती में एक बच्चों के लिए कार्यक्रम चला रहा है, तो काफी कई सारे सभाओं ने, जो कि जब निर्वासन के पश्चात हम लोग तो हर एक अलग अलग राज्यों में गए और हर एक राज्य का हमें सपोर्ट मिला। वहाँ पे जो कश्मीरी हिंदू सभाएं बनी, उन्होंने भी बहुत ही उल्लेखनीय कार्य किए। हमारा यहाँ पे कश्मीरी ओवरसीज एसोसिएशन USA में पिछले कई दशकों से काफ़ी अच्छा योगदान दिया है और काफ़ी सारे ऐसे प्रोग्राम्स बनाए जिसका डायरेक्ट लाभ हमारे ऐसे समुदाय के लोगों के साथ है कि जो संघर्ष में अभी भी झेल रहे हैं। इसी प्रकार से हमारे कई सारे नेता, हमारे समाज सेवी समुदाय के, उन्होंने बहुत ही उल्लेखनीय कार्य किए, जिसमें प्रमुखता से दिवंगत अमरनाथ वैष्णवी जी, TN खोसा साहब, MK काव साहब, डॉक्टर MK टेंग साहब, पद्मश्री JN कोल, जिन्हें हम पापा जी कहते हैं, पद्मश्री काशीनाथ पंडिता जी, डॉक्टर KL चौधरी साहब, जो कि ग्लोबल कश्मीरी पंडित डायस्पोरा के चेयरमैन भी हैं, अस्वस्थ हैं, वरना वो ही हमारे अतिथियों का स्वागत करते। इसी संदर्भ में मोती कौल जी, डॉक्टर अग्निशेखर साहब, डॉक्टर अजय चंगू साहब, श्रीमान अश्विनी चंगू जी, सुरेंद्र अंबरदार जी, अजय भारती जी, माननीय गड्डू साहब, इन सबों ने बहुत ही अच्छा कार्य किया और इस समाज को संगठित किया और जो भी सहायता बनती थी उनकी करी। तो आज के इस कार्यक्रम को आगे बढ़ाते हुए मैं अनुरोध करूंगा इस समय ग्लोबल कश्मीरी पंडित डायस्पोरा की इंटरनेशनल कोऑर्डिनेटर श्रीमती नीरजा कौल साधु जी से कि वो हमारे मुख्य अतिथि का स्वागत करें, उनके बारे में बोलें और उनको इनवाइट करें हमारे समक्ष अपनी बात रखने के लिए।
थैंक यू सुरेंद्र जी। नमस्कार आप सबको, बहुत बहुत आभार आपका हमारे इस कार्यक्रम में आने के लिए, अपना बहुमूल्य समय निकालने के लिए। स्मृति जी नमस्कार। I'm profusely overjoyed. I cannot tell you to take this opportunity to introduce you as our chief guest for tonight. It's an honor for me to share, if not the stage, but a conference room here, virtual though. If I sound a little nervous, consider that as my fan moment. I have been a fan. I've been telling Surendraji also. I am guilty of not watching you as Tulsi, but I have an impression of you as Vasudha in Virudh. And that created real impression on my mind, what kind of a personality you are. The vulnerable, the loyal, assertive, strong, and yet very humane part that you played. And I see that in you even when you're carrying on with your political career. Smriti ji, you are an inspiration to me, though I'm older to you, but yes, you are an inspiration, and to so many others, and especially to women who would want to choose politics as their career. I do believe that any role you step in is going to be a remarkable one, and you have shown that earlier. You're showing it now, and thank you for your hard work that you put in anything that you choose and you pick. I thank you for connecting with our community over the years, staying engaged with us, and we look forward to meaningful conversations in future as well. आपका बहुत 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 आभार अपना समय निकालने के लिए, हमारे साथ इस कश्मीर महोत्सव में जुड़ने के लिए, और इस आशा के साथ कि अगला महोत्सव हम कश्मीर में एक साथ मनाएं और भी ज्यादा जोर शोर से मनाएं। मैं आपको आमंत्रित करती हूँ इस स्टेज पे, वर्चुअल स्टेज पे दो। और वंस अगेन मेनी 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 थैंक्स फॉर बीइंग हियर टुडे।
धन्यवाद विजया जी। ये मेरा परम सौभाग्य है कि आज इस मंच पर कश्मीरी पंडित समुदाय ने मुझे आमंत्रित किया ताकि मैं अपना वक्तव्य और साथ ही विशेषता अपना प्रणाम सभी बड़ों को प्रेषित कर सकूं। किसी भी महिला के लिए और विशेषता मेरी उम्र की महिला के लिए ये साधारणतः बहुत ही गर्व की बात होती है जब हमसे हमारे बड़े जब पेश आए तो बहुत सरलता के साथ साथ अपनी विनम्र वाणी में आशीर्वाद भी हमको दे। तो नीरजा जी, आपने आशीर्वाद रूपी जो शब्द आज मेरे लिए कहे वो मेरे लिए बहुत ही गर्व की बात तो कहना चाहिए, लेकिन साथ ही एक संतोष की बात है, क्योंकि जीवन की आपाधापी में कहीं ना कहीं आप राजनीतिक वास्तविकताओं से निकलकर जब समाज के उन अंशों से जुड़ते हैं जिन्होंने आपके पूरे जीवन को एक अलग ही दृष्टि से देखा है, तो कहीं ना कहीं वो आशीर्वाद बड़ा ही स्पेशल लगता है। कश्मीरी पंडित समुदाय का वर्षों वर्ष से मेरा जो संपर्क है, आज मैं स्क्रीन पर संजय गंजू जी को देख पा रही हूँ, उनमें से इनकी एक टीम है जो विशेषता इस कार्य में मुझे बार बार सम्मिलित करती रही, जिसके लिए मैं आभार व्यक्त करती हूँ। ये कहीं ना कहीं विधि का विधान है कि आज जब हम सब एक मंच पर कश्मीरी पंडित समुदाय के संदर्भ में चर्चा कर रहे हैं, देश भर आज विजय दिवस मना रहा है। कुछ लोग यंगस्टर्स हमारे जो इंटरनेट पर एक दूसरे को बधाई दे रहे हैं, वो आज का ये दिन कितना महत्वपूर्ण है ऐतिहासिक दृष्टि से, मिलिट्री स्ट्रैटेजी की दृष्टि से, और विशेषतः स्वाधीन आजाद हिंदुस्तान में पराक्रम की दृष्टि से, इसके संदर्भ में चर्चा कर रहे हैं। आप में से कई ऐसे हैं जिन्होंने वो दौर देखा, जिन्होंने नहीं देखा उनको भी आज विजय दिवस की हार्दिक हार्दिक शुभकामनाएं। One of the reasons what has attracted me to the platform of the global Kashmiri Pandit community is when I see stalwarts like Surinder Kaulji, Utpal Kaulji come together and speak about the Kashmiri Pandit way of life. I think that given the challenges the community has faced, especially due to the exodus, especially because of the violence that was brought upon the community, there is much about the Kashmiri Pandit way of life which needs to be in some way institutionalized in the memory of every Indian. Many a times we have found that it's only the community leaders who implore their young to understand the cultural impact that the community has had on the Indian ethos, or for that matter, on the Indian canvas. I think it's extremely essential. And today I'm extremely honored that I'm joined by two colleagues, one in the BJP and one from the opposition. It is imperative that we take these stories and bring it to the larger Indian diaspora and not reduce the Kashmiri Pandit story to only the Kashmiri Pandit community. For instance, the contribution to the field of science. Now, not many youngsters today are aware of the scientific adventures that were encountered by, or for that matter, that became a part of the Kashmiri Pandit community's narrative. And I feel given that today, while we speak of the Honorable Prime Minister's endeavor to ensure that there is overall and cohesive development in Jammu and Kashmir, we also need to look at it in the light of policies such as the National Education Policy. Now, when the National Education Policy came to the forefront after 3 decades, I think it gives prominence to regional languages. At the same time, it gives equal importance to also research being made available in regional language. I think the cause of the Kashmiri Pandit community will be greatly served if we can take some instruments out of the National Education Policy, see how the community's effort, endeavors, and the journey of the community can be encapsulated in various forums of research. Like I said, if our endeavor is to not limit the community's impact only to the community and the young in the community, then it is incumbent upon us to ensure that the rich cultural heritage, legacy, history of the Kashmiri Pandit community is brought into the mainstream of Indian education. Secondly, I feel that, और मैं उत्पल कौल जी और सुरेंद्र कौल जी को आभार व्यक्त करना चाहती हूँ, मेरे साथ जो वार्ता हुई ईमेल के माध्यम से, उसमें आपके माध्यम से एक बहुत ही अच्छी एक टिप्पणी आई। ये समुदाय वो है जिसने बहुत हिंसा को सहा, लेकिन हिंसा का हिंसा से जवाब नहीं दिया। मॉडर्न डेमोक्रेटिक प्रोसेसेस में, और विशेषतः जब अपने घर में ही कोई पराया सा अपने आप को महसूस करने लगे, उसका एक साइकोलॉजिकल इम्पैक्ट क्या होता है डेमोक्रेटिक प्रोसेसेस में। फिर भी कश्मीरी पंडित समुदाय का विश्वास जो सतत बना रहा, वो अपने आप में अध्ययन का एक विषय होना चाहिए, क्योंकि बहुत मुश्किलों से आप जूझते हुए जब देश के भिन्न प्रांतों में आए, आपने कई राजनीतिक दलों का, नेताओं का उल्लेख किया, लेकिन एक जर्नी का जो इंटरजेनरेशनल साइकोलॉजिकल इम्पैक्ट होता है, कई बार मैं देखती हूँ कि वो साइकोलॉजिकल इम्पैक्ट बड़े जो उससे गुजर चुके हैं, या वो लोग जो उस वक्त नौजवान थे गुजर चुके हैं, अब अपनी तीसरी चौथी पीढ़ी को वो पीड़ा समझा नहीं पा रहे। लेकिन कहीं ना कहीं अगर हम रिसर्च के माध्यम से अथवा इन सब इंगेजमेंट्स के माध्यम से उस मेमोरी को थोड़ा बहुत रिफ्रेश करें, ये नहीं है कि घाव को दोबारा कुरेदे, लेकिन somewhere I think it is important that we do not reduce it to a footnote in our history. So I am of the opinion that while this whole celebration is about the way of life, how you dealt with the violence that was thrust upon you is also something that needs to be recognized, accepted, and I think with empirical evidence, at least on the socio-cultural canvas of our country, the impact of it should not, as I said, be reduced to a footnote in history. I think again, there is a sense of appreciation that the Kashmiri Pandit community had when you were living in the circumstances that you were born in and not pushed out of your society or of the lands that had been tilled by your ancestors. And I think those cultural impacts which have, let's say, a resonance in craft, in poetry, I think that also needs to be highlighted, because with that migration, with that exodus, there was much that was left behind. And I feel that those cultural nuances that got left behind, और वो nuances मात्र किसी poem तक सीमित नहीं है अथवा किसी craft work तक सीमित नहीं है, कई बार बोलने की शैली में भी कुछ nuances ऐसे हैं जो या तो anglicized हो गए हैं या दिल्ली। तो अगर उस पर भी हम लोग जब ये डिस्कशंस कर रहे हैं, कहीं उस छंद पर भी अगर कोई गौर करे तो समझ आएगा कि इस एक्सोडस से भाषा और उन शैली और जीवन जीने की पद्धतियों में भी कितना बड़ा एक बदलाव आया है। लास्टली आई कैन ओनली से दिस, मैं अभी डीडीसी के चुनाव जो चल रहे हैं जम्मू कश्मीर में, उसमें लोगों के मध्य में लगभग कुछ 20 से 25 स्थलों पर अपना समय व्यतीत करके आई हूँ। What gladdens my heart is the sustained faith in democratic processes. What gladdens my heart is that the DDC elections are being participated in by citizens as though it is genuinely a festival. And I think that when प्रधानमंत्री जी ने धारा 370 को हटाने की संसद में बात कही थी, तो सबसे पहले ये शब्द शुबा हमने सुना था हर जगह पे कि कोई डेमोक्रेटिक प्रोसेस में भाग नहीं लेगा। तो मुझे लगता है डेमोग्राफी की दृष्टि से डेमोक्रेटिक प्रोसेसेस में कश्मीरी पंडित समुदाय का भी निरंतर एक विश्वास होना, डीडीसी का ये चुनाव भी किसी उत्सव से कम नहीं होना, ये भी आपकी एक न सिर्फ एक पॉलिटिकल स्टेटमेंट है, but it also reflects your way of life and how you look at democratic processes and norms and practices, irrespective of how much of a turmoil the entire community had to undergo. Kaul Sahib is saying there will be a time where everybody will return back to their respective homes. And I can only say that may the gods be kind and आपके जीवा से जो शब्द अभी निकला वो फलीभूत हो बहुत जल्द ही. But I think that I will recall what Rahul Pandita had written in his book, and I find that resonance in the Parsi community. In the Parsi community, और मैं क्योंकि उस समुदाय में ब्याही हूँ, और मैंने जब राहुल पंडिता की किताब में उसको पढ़ा था तो मुझे बड़ा अद्भुत लगा कि both these communities almost have the same way of life of looking at the homes they leave behind. And in the Parsi community, और ये मैंने अपने बच्चों को भी सिखाया है, जब घर से निकलते हैं तो हमेशा बड़े कहते हैं घर को पलट कर देखो और कहो नुमो खोडू पाछा उस, मतलब हम भगवान करे वापस जरूर आएंगे. And I think that the fact that this again was a community that was literally driven out of their homes, the Parsi community. It is astounding how when I read Rahul's book and I realized that वो छंद राहुल ने भी अपनी किताब में लिखी कि पलट कर देखकर एक वचन अपने आप को देना कि हम लौटेंगे जरूर. So I feel that the similarities in persecuted communities and how they instill that belief in their children. एक वक्त आएगा जब हम लौटेंगे. उस वक्त की शुरुआत पूर्णतः तब हुई जब धारा 370 हटी, लेकिन शायद कहीं ना कहीं वो जख्म जो है आर्टिकल के हटने के बाद भी कहीं ना कहीं आज बड़ों के चेहरे पर एक बड़ी सैड सी स्माइल के माध्यम से आज भी नजर आता है. तो मुझे लगता है कि as I have taught my Parsi Zoroastrian children, when they look at their homes and say we will come back soon, I hope that bears true for every Kashmiri Pandit who has joined us in this conference. I think that it is my esteemed privilege, Surinderji, that on your global diaspora I am given an opportunity to participate, and I would like to express again my grateful thanks for the same.
Thank you so much, Honorable Minister. It's always a privilege to have you speaking for our community, because on every occasion, you are the first person to wish us well, whether it is our Shivratri, whether it is our Navre, and it is so touching. And you are part of our family. God bless you, Simriti ji. Thank you so much for spending your valuable time for us. Namaskar. Now, moving forward, I will request Sanjay Ganjuji to welcome our honorable guest of honor, Dr. Vijay Chothaiwala ji. Floor is yours.
Thank you, Dr. Sir. Before I welcome my senior Vijay Chothaiwala ji, I would like to mention a couple of things. One, that you have missed out on two names while you described, the people who have supported us. One was just on our panel, Smriti Irani ji. She has always helped us in terms of, wherever we need. When she was HRD minister, she used to help us. Even before becoming, before this government came into power, on 19 January 2014, she introduced us with Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji. Then that time he was CM of Gujarat, and even after that also she has always been kind enough to help us on many issues, and she is always willing to join our programs. Once, in fact, when she was not so well, she had a high fever. In spite of that, she came in one of our programs. And the other, when we were talking about our community members who have been contributing towards this, cause, so you have missed out your own name because you are the one who chases us day in and day out. हम तो रात दिन में काम कर रहे होते हैं, आप रात को सोते भी नहीं है, उसके बाद भी हमें पुश करते रहते हैं कुछ काम करने के लिए. तो मैं आपका बहुत बहुत आभार प्रकट करता हूँ कि that you gave me an opportunity to join this program and become part of this panel, and it's a great honor and privilege for me to welcome Vijay Chothaiwala ji. He is my senior. In fact, we have common connections in terms of being ABVP or RSS, and I also contribute towards the Vishwa Vibhag of RSS. Vijay ji, since he handles the overseas affairs of BJP, we have some connect. We have met several times, and he has been a great source of inspiration for all of us. So, and he has also been helpful many a times when Honorable Prime Minister went to USA. He was instrumental in getting that meeting for us. So it was only because of that we got the huge coverage, and we got the entire media could cover that particular picture. So he has always been helpful and kind enough to support our issues, particularly in the global perspective. So I'm sure their presence will be a great kickoff for this particular festival which we are planning, where I see that in Kashmiri community, right from the grassroots and up to the global level, will create a some sort of euphoria, which will ultimately help us in achieving our cause. Our culture will get highlighted, our language will get highlighted, and I'm sure it will be a great pleasure for all of us to join this festival and contribute towards its success. I also thank Vivek Tankhaji. I work in your neighboring district Balaghat in Madhya Pradesh. So I try to find out some connect, though you are from the same community. But in Madhya Pradesh also, I work in your neighboring district in rural developmental activities. So thank you all for joining this evening. I again welcome Vijay Chothaiwala ji and request him to please share his thoughts and whatever guidance he can provide us, particularly with regard to Kashmiri Connect in global community. Vijay ji.
Thank you, Sanjay ji. Honorable Minister and senior leader of BJP, Srimati Smriti Irani ji, other leaders from GKPD, especially my good friend Dr. Surinder Kaul, and others, Nirja ji, Utpal ji, Veer ji, and Vivek ji, मेरा सबको बहुत pranam. In last 5-6 years since I am doing this responsibility in the Foreign Affairs Department of BJP, I have come across to several Kashmiri Pandits across the globe. And one thing that has struck me a lot is that the enormous individual success stories you people are having, in spite of all the hardship which you have gone for more than 3 decades. And this is an unprecedented in the history of any community, that after so much of persecution, so much of hardship, you people have, Kashmiri Pandits have been successful individually and collectively, because collective success is also equally important as much as individual success. You people have kept the community together, connected together, not only in one particular country in India, but also across the globe. And that is something worth noticing and also worth documenting. Therefore, when I see that you are going to have this Kashmir festival, I really felt very elated to know that finally you are celebrating something collectively across the globe, because it is worth doing this celebration after so much of hardship this community has gone through for more than 3 decades. Another aspect of this celebration is that Dr. Kaul was generous enough to recognize the contributions of many people who were not a part of community, but who have contributed a lot to this struggle over a period of time. And no one need to tell the contribution of the party I belong to, BJP, right from Dr. Shyama Prasad Mukherjee. Everyone has raised the issue of complete integration of Jammu and Kashmir to India, abrogation of 370, and also taking care of persecuted Kashmiri Pandits. And the names are endless, and our ideological fraternity of Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh that has also stood behind the community in every thick and thin of the situation, irrespective of whether it is politically beneficial or not. The entire fraternity of Sangha, Bhajapa, Vishwa Hindu Parishad has stood behind the community steadfastly, and I am really proud of that organization. Two things which strikes the mind is that on one side there is a story of hundreds and thousands of people from Kashmir Valley being thrown out of their ancestral homes. They were being kind of refugee in their own independent country, and it's a tragic part of the history which we should not forget. And on the other hand, at the same time almost, these great individual and collective success stories of Kashmiri Pandit. And these two are very striking things. Very rarely in the world history you will find that the persecuted community has been shown their great talent, success in every field of life, may it be culture, art, medicine, science, business, you name it, and there are people, security, intelligence departments. The first chief of RAW, the India's, was Arun Kaul, who has also contributed a lot to the community's success stories. So this is a very fascinating piece of history, which I think that we all should not only remember, but we should document it, because several generations in future, when they will read about it, they will get a lot of inspiration that in spite of hardship, this community has not only faced it, but also excelled in their individual lives. So I am really proud to be associated with all of you, and at the same time I am humbled with all of you, your sacrifices and your successes. And wherever I go, I tell people that this is something which we all should study, understand, and of course we wish that no other community should face such a kind of hardship. But if there is one, how to face it. Last year, almost August, September, when I was in Houston, I had an opportunity to have opportunity to attend a small gathering at Dr. Surinder Kaul's residence, and I still remember the warmth of the everyone who attended that gathering, and the sense of kind of gratitude towards Prime Minister Modi for all what he has done for the community. And I think that it is not for the electoral promise that we have done it. It was our conviction and it was our commitment to the Kashmiri Pandit community that yes, whenever we have the first opportunity, we will overcome all these barriers so that Kashmiri Pandits can safely go back to their home, make them conducive atmosphere in the valley and wherever they are, and at the same time give them opportunity so that they can go back. And we are still committed to this, and we will do whatever is required so that all of you can see again your glorious Kashmir as your homeland. I think this is what is the commitment from the entire India, irrespective of whether we belong to Kashmir or not. But we see it as one of the remaining part which God has given an opportunity to come and complete it, the last chapter of the story, and we are humbled by it. I also must pay a tribute to hundreds of unknown people, not only from the valley, but also from all over India and many from outside India, who have been part of this struggle. and it's time to remember them and pay our tributes to all of you. As you can see, as you have already said, that this is a festival and it's a time of celebration. So again, we should come out more vigorously all the good things about the culture, art, heritage, traditions, cuisine of Kashmir, and bring it to the world and show that it is not only it is rich in the diversity, rich in the taste, rich in the philosophy, but in the music, and it also will further add to the vast area and the canvas of India. It will play a very important role in the future. So my thanks to all of you, and my tribute to all of you for all the things which you have gone through for last 3 decades. And I am sure that that chapter is now over, and we all will come together with great vigor, great success. And next time when we meet, there will be many more success stories to share and many more celebrations to do. So thank you again, and wish you all the best. Namaste.
Thank you, Dr. Saab. You have been always a supporter of our community, and thank you so much for all your support and help. Last year we had a unique honor of meeting with Dr. Vijayji in Houston, and he was the architect and supervising the Howdy Modi event in Houston. In fact, it was not the display of the party, it was the display of India, the rich India and Indians. And that was a very successful event. And Dr. Saab was the instrument of us reaching out to the Prime Minister. Thank you so much for that, Vijay. You rightly said, in our journey of genocide and ethnic cleansing, there have been lots of people. I named a few, but I should mention that every individual, every family has stood and contributed towards its culture and heritage across any ideologies. And post displacement, when we reached out to different cities in India, our Sabhas, they created that civilization, mini Kashmir, in almost every city. And that is really we are proud of. And what is worrying us is that since it's a minuscule community scattered everywhere with such a rich civilization, now are we going to keep it alive? That is bothering each and every Kashmiri Pandit family member and individuals. So let's move forward and request Veer Kharji, who has been a very strong activist, has dedicated his 30-40 years of life towards the community. Welcome our special guest, Vivek Ji. And I know it's an honor for us as activists that Vivek Ji is here. Vivek Tankaji is the Member Parliament Rajya Sabha from Congress. I know him because I have connections with Bhopal. And I'm very thankful to the state of Madhya Pradesh. After my displacement from Kashmir, I pursued my medicine as general surgery in Gandhi Medical College, Bhopal. At that time, Vivek Ji was the Attorney General of the state of Madhya Pradesh. He was considered to be one of the very, very efficient attorneys. And I should also admit, his father-in-law, late Colonel Ajay Narayan Mushra, who was the finance minister in the state under, at that time, Chief Minister was Digvijay Singh. And he has also immensely helped the community there in many ways. Vivek Ji has been with the community for last 30 years and basically has immensely contributing towards all the facets of struggles in his own ways. cutting across party lines. He is a good friends with BJP, good friends with Congress, good friends with other parties, and cutting across party lines. His intent was to see how best he could solve the problems of our community. Thank you so much, Vivekji. This is definitely, we would like to thank you for a wonderful task that you have been doing all these years for the community. And floor is yours, Vivekji.
Thank you so much, Surinder Kaulji. In fact, your telephone call about a month back was a hugely pleasant surprise. To connect with somebody who was in Bhopal doing so well in US, that's what my community is about. It's about success stories of our people who have studied, and education has been our forte always. And I like this concept which आपने संजय जी ने, वीर जी ने, उत्पल जी ने, नीरजा जी ने, विजय जी ने और सबने मिलके, आप लोग सबने मिलके जो फेस्टिवल कंसीव किया है और जिस स्केल पे ये फेस्टिवल आपने कंसीव किया ऑन अ ग्लोबल स्केल टू टेल पीपल व्हाट वी आर एंड व्हाट एंड हाउ हु रिप्रेजेंट्स अस, हमारी इथोस क्या है, हमारा कल्चर क्या है, हमारी सोच क्या है. I mean, this is wonderful. I mean, I really congratulate Surinderji and the entire set of people for this beautiful thought. The whole concept of the progress, of whole concept of moving forward is that word idea. एक idea से ही तो सब कुछ होता है. It's that idea which takes you forward. And this idea of a festival is a brilliant idea, I would put it this way. And this is how from individual we have become collective. At least we are all on the same virtual platform. If it was not virtual, maybe it would have been physical. It brings all of us together. देखिए, किसी को doubt नहीं है that for centuries this community has suffered. You may have left Kashmir after 90, but somebody left 30 years back. Somebody left 50 years back. Somebody, हमारी जैसी family हो सकता है, it left 70 years back, 100 years back. But there was an issue all the time, and people were leaving. Why? Because जब इंसान को परेशानी होती है, फ्यूचर कम दिखता है, तो you go out for a better future. आज आप लोग अमेरिका में क्यों हैं? For a better future. Because when you see that there are opportunities beyond, you go for those opportunities. And I can tell you, the best part of this community is that people who left Kashmir, because Kashmir had its own limitations, people living in the valley. But when people who left Kashmir excelled, so this was the mettle of the community. Now you can divide our struggle or our efforts into a few stages. Look at the pre-independence stage. Pre-independence stage में, because the Kashmiris, because of their huge connect with education and the profession, because आपको याद होगा कि most of the Kashmiris were either mostly in North India, Delhi, Lucknow, Allahabad. हम लोग जैसे फिर इलाहाबाद से मध्य प्रदेश चले गए, तो North India and Central India was where you found most Kashmiris at that time. आज तो पूरे देश में है, पूरे विश्व में है. At that time, look at the way the Nehrus, the Kajus, the Saprus, Sir Tej Bahadur Sapru, what a brilliant lawyer. Motilal Nehru, another brilliant lawyer. Kaju Saab, another brilliant lawyer. I mean, these people brought the center of gravity of the freedom struggle to Allahabad, which is now Prayagraj. But the force of personality, देखिए Kashmiri Pandits की, their education, their brilliance, that they attracted the entire freedom struggle to Allahabad as one of the centers. And I know an instance because Dr. Kaju was related to us. एक दफे Congress didn't have money in the course of freedom struggle. So Nehru ji, Gandhi ji, and a few people went to meet him, and this is what was told to me by my father. And they said, we want some money. So he gave them a signed check, and he said, fill in the amount. And they filled up 25,000, I think. That was the Kashmiri spirit for India. And that is why when India gained freedom, the Kashmiris were given a lot of positions and respect because of the brilliance and, you know, all the IAS, and then later on, of course, the backroom boys were all Kashmiris, and they were all brilliant people. जैसे विजय जी ने बोला, काउ साहब, now काउ साहब जो थे, he set up RAW, and काउ साहब's brother was married to my bua. We had General T.N. Raina, we had P.N. Haksar. I mean, I can name so many of them who excelled at that time and who were running the country virtually. But then there was a period when emergency came into force. And at that time, a lot of these people fell apart. Haksar Saab ki story mujhe pata hai. He drifted away from the power center. And because they all were very educated people, they could not agree to the way emergency came about and the way it was being carried out. I can tell you about my father. My father was a judge of the High Court. And he, with Justice A.P. Sen, delivered that famous judgment, Shivkant Shukla versus ADM Jabalpur. That is the first judgment which said that even during emergency, your fundamental rights cannot be taken away under Article 21. 9 high courts in India approved or followed that judgment. When it came to Supreme Court, Justice Chandrachud's bench upset that judgment and said, no, during emergency, you have no rights. That's the infamous judgment. 40 years later, Dhananjay Chandrachud, who's now a judge of the Supreme Court, has said that his father's judgment should be set aside because it was wrong. And imagine in 1975, Justice R.K. Tankha, a Kashmiri Pandit, who knew Mrs. Gandhi well, Kausa was distantly related to us, General Raina was my father's cousin, P.N. Haksar was my mother's mamu. With all the Kashmiris being in the establishment being his relative, he was the first one to deliver the judgment against emergency. And it didn't mean that he didn't keep the relationships. Their conscience, their love for the country, their love for rule of law prevailed over everything else. This is what this community is about. My grievance is, in the times ahead, the kind of place Kashmiris had in the corridors of power started getting diminished. And today, I may be the only person who can claim to be a Kashmiri Pandit in Parliament. Imagine at a time when the Parliament had even a Prime Minister as a Kashmiri Pandit. But today, there's only one MP who you can truly say is a Kashmiri Pandit. And I remember when I got up in Parliament in 2016 to say that I want to thank my party that you brought a Kashmiri Pandit into Parliament. You know what the MPs told me? He says, Mr. Tankha, you've not been brought here because you're a Kashmiri Pandit. You've been brought here because you're a good lawyer. So even this Kashmiri Pandit came to Parliament today, not because he was a Kashmiri Pandit, but because of his other abilities. So this is my grievance today, that our community, which is such a brilliant community, which has done so well, you know, I know how education was important to us. I'm talking of Rewa, Madhya Pradesh. Rewa is a very old, conservative place. It used to be ruled by the Maharajas, and in those days I'm talking of 50s and 60s. In Rewa, women would only be maximum matriculates. उस वक्त जब लोग खाली matriculates होते थे, महिलाएं होती थी, my two buas were double MA in Rewa. One became a professor and retired as a professor. One was the principal of the school there. So for us, education was very important. I mean, हम खाना कम खाएंगे, मगर बच्चों को अच्छे से पढ़ाएंगे. दूसरी चीज कश्मीरी में बहुत बड़ी चीज थी, एक लंबी नाक. और इस लंबी नाक का एक मजाक है कि ये लंबी नाक हमारे सम्मान के प्रतीक था. हमारे में सेल्फ प्राइड, हमारे में वो है सेल्फ सम्मान का एक बहुत बड़ा एक दृष्टिकोण है. We are not arrogant. We are very humble people as a community. But हम अपनी सेल्फ रिस्पेक्ट को प्रिजर्व करते हैं. हम कभी किसी के यहाँ बेग करने नहीं जाएंगे कि हमको ये दीजिए. हम अपने लोगों के यहाँ नहीं जाएंगे. I have hardly seen a Kashmiri coming to me and saying, help me to get this job. They would like to find their own job. They would like to find their own college and admissions. So this is a very self-respecting community. So this self-respecting community needs a better deal. Of course, we have suffered. We suffered before 90. We have suffered after 90. And for which there's so many causes. I mean, and there's no point in going into all that. But today is a happy day. We have this beautiful festival coming up. I would like you to show this festival to the world. You know, there are two other communities, as Smriti ji rightly said, who are very akin to us, who have suffered. One is the Parsi community, other is the Jew community. They also don't have a homeland. हम भी अपने अपने घर को ढूंढ रहे हैं. We also we have that yearning to go to our home. Most people, when I talk to them who have left Kashmir after 90 also, शायद everybody is well settled. आप अगर उनको बोलेंगे to go back and work, maybe बहुत सारे लोग नहीं जा पाएंगे. क्योंकि अब now they are well settled, their children are settled, they've got used to a life outside Kashmir. But they still want to go home at least once a year and stay there. वो जो कश्मीर, moment you cross बनिहाल tunnel, वो feeling एक अलग आ जाती है. वो जो आप पहाड़ देखते हैं, जो नदियां देखते हैं, जो फॉरेस्ट देखते हैं, जो ग्रीनरी देखते हैं, ऐसा लगता है कि हम कहाँ आ गए हैं. ये इंडिया नहीं है. I mean, frankly speaking, even Switzerland used to pale into insignificance before Kashmir. तो I'm a proud Kashmiri. I'm proud of my community. I'm proud because my community has decided that it would stand on its own legs. I'm proud that my community did not go crying for subsidies and aids. कि हमको ये दे दीजिए, हमको वो दे दीजिए. हमको क्या दिया किसी ने? कुछ स्टेट्स ने एजुकेशन दे दी, एंड वो भी एट अ टाइम 90 में जब आप कहीं जा नहीं सकते थे. बट क्या दिया अदरवाइज? जो कुछ हमारी कम्युनिटी ने पाया है, इट इज बिकॉज ऑफ देयर ओन हार्ड वर्क, ऑफ देयर ओन एफर्ट, एंड आई अपलॉड दैट. एंड दिस फेस्टिवल will be is showing this struggle also, that how this community, which has struggled over 100 years, today collectively has come forward as one of the brightest communities of amongst in the nationhood, and how they are all doing well. They are doing well in their own steam, and how they have come forward together to tell the world that irrespective of what happened to us, we still remain a vibrant community. We still remain relevant, and we will keep telling you that we are relevant till you recognize our relevance. Kaul Sahab, Sanjay ji, Utpal ji, Nirja ji, Veer Sahab, and all of you, Vijay ji, I congratulate all of you for this effort. And I feel strongly that not only this good effort, but later on, हम ये चीजें और बढ़ाएं. हम मध्य इंडिया के डिफरेंट स्टेट्स में फेस्टिवल ऑफ कश्मीर करें. कुछ साल पहले मुझे याद है मध्य प्रदेश में फेस्टिवल ऑफ कश्मीर ऑर्गेनाइज हुआ था, एंड आई रिमेम्बर डॉक्टर अमित माचू और सब लोग वहां उस दिन गए हुए थे. एंड this will bring us closer to the people of India. Abhi people have sympathy, but since our number is so small, it doesn't get transposed into some sort of a support system for us. So now we have to ensure that not only we get sympathy, but we also get support, and the support will come through our own effort. And this effort is forthcoming because we are educated, we are self-reliant, we know how to push our own case, and I'm sure in the days ahead, your effort and everybody's effort will see the Kashmiri Pandits back on the same pedestal as we used to once see them after 1947. Thank you.
Thank you, Vivek ji. Yes, you brought up very good points. It's right that, everybody wants to get something from the nation, but we demonstrate what we can contribute towards the nation. And that is what we will continue, because every drop of blood that Kashmiri Pandits, it will be India, India, India. Now, it is my birthland. I am in US. But despite being in different countries, It's all imbibed. India, India, India. So on that note, let's move forward, and let me request Utpal Kaulji to give a vote of thanks. Utpalji has given a decades of his service towards the community. And in fact, in Kashmir, we were together right from a very early age when we were teenagers, trying to do things in the interest of India and doing things. And he was one of our leaders there. And thank you, Utpalji. I know you have been doing a phenomenal job in bringing the community together. And floor is yours, Utpalji. Please offer your vote of thanks on behalf of community, on behalf of Global Kashmiri Pandit Diaspora.
नमस्कार विजय चौथेवाला जी, नमस्कार विवेक तनखा जी, सुरेंद्र जी, निर्जा जी, संजय जी। ये जो कश्मीर फेस्टिवल, कश्मीर पर्व का हम आज इनॉग्रेशन हो रही है इसकी, ये कार्यक्रम सबसे पहले हमको श्रद्धांजलि भारतीय सेना के उन जवानों को देनी होगी जिन्होंने कश्मीर हमारे लिए इतनी सैक्रिफाइस की। हमको सीआरपीएफ के जवानों को, बीएसएफ के जवानों को, जम्मू कश्मीर पुलिस के जवानों ने, जिन्होंने अपनी शहादत देकर भारत के मणि मुकुट को बचा कर रखा। हम जब 90 में हमको कश्मीर से निकाला गया, हमारा एक्सोडस हुआ और सबसे पहले हम जम्मू पहुंचे। और मैं जम्मू के सारे भाइयों को, जम्मू की जनता को बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद देता हूं कि उन्होंने अपने घर खोले, उन्होंने अपना दिल खोला और आर्य समाज से लेकर सनातन धर्म से लेके कितने ही ऑर्गेनाइजेशनों ने अपने दिल खोले, अपने बैंक अकाउंट खोले और हमारी सहायता की। और वो सहायता एक हमारे लिए एक बोन बनी जिससे हम आगे चले। इंडियन गवर्नमेंट, whether it's the Congress government or BJP government, the funds, how much Indian government is putting up in Kashmir for development and for doing good things for Kashmir. So Kashmir Parav, Kashmir Festival is about the showcase of Indian Kashmir culture and civilization and great heritage. It's the heritage of Sharda. It's the Sharda land. It's the Sharda Bhumi. Even Al-Biruni said that there were people from all over Indian subcontinent, even people from China coming to Kashmir to study. We know that even the Hyun Song and Phayan lived in Kashmir for 2 years to study. They have written it. And then even the Tibetan scholars, Eid Singh and Taranath, came to Kashmir to study. And it was, we have people like Kumarji, who studied in Kashmir. And then the Chinese king, the king from mainland China, he said that if you don't come to my land, because he was living in Kochi, then he told the Kochi king that I will arrest you and dethrone you. You give me, Kumarji will be my guru. So what I mean to tell you that the Kashmir has something very special. It has a blessings of Sharda Mata. It is a blessing of Sharika Mata, and it's a place of Lord Shiva, Amarnath. Lord Shiva is there. And so this festival will be a game changer. We will give message of love and we will give message of brotherhood. But we also are great fighters. And I may tell you, and people of this country and those who don't know, they must know it, that Mahmud of Ghaznavi got defeated 2 times. That was the forces of Kashmir. Because Kashmiris were expert in that, we are going to also defeat these Chinese there in Ladakh, because we are smart in mountain warfare. So with this, I wish you best of luck.
Thank you so much. With this, we will conclude
Dhanyawad.
this session. Namaskar.